This fall will be mind-bending because the psychological horror of an absolute cult hit returns as a sequel. Just before Halloween, on October 17, 2023, the survival horror game Alan Wake 2 invades most platforms and continues the dark story around the tortured writer. What is the unique story in the series about? What new features await you in the second part? And what's the deal with Max Payne in the sequel? We'll shed some light into the darkness. But before that, we have to uncover another mystery. The YouTube algorithm seems suspicious of Pepe the Frog's murder, and we are trying to convict it. You can help by liking this video, subscribing to our channel and smacking that notification bell. Thanks for your support. Let's start the roller coaster of thrills. Alan Wake is a 2010 game about a thriller author who suffers from nightmares and writer's block, so he travels with his wife Alice to the fictional old mining town Bright Falls in Washington State to get a recharge for his profession. Before arriving, Alan is haunted by a nasty dream in which shadowy figures try to kill him. The reception in Bright Falls is strange, and only a short time later, after Alan and Alice have moved into a wooden cabin in the middle of Cauldron Lake, the horror breaks out in full force. Alice is swallowed by a mysterious energy from the lake. Alan faints in an attempt to save her and suddenly wakes up on a roadside. What happened? Alan Wake now wanders on a dark path between reality and hallucinations to bring light into this darkness. On his way, he has to fight many shadowy murderous things similar to those from his fever dream. It turns out that they are the townspeople controlled by a dark entity and that the terrible events are somehow connected to his writing activity. If we look at the setting and the plot, it becomes clear just how much Remedy Entertainment was inspired by David Lynch's iconic show Twin Peaks. An idyllic village turns out to be a strange place and harbors a dark secret that needs to be uncovered. Related locations such as a diner, a gas and a police station are also included. Reality and dreams merge in Alan Wake, just as they do in Twin Peaks, and surprises await you constantly. This horror recipe is incredibly effective. You get the nerve-wracking feeling that you can never be sure.
Yes! No! No!
Besides the story, the game also includes gripping action sequences in which, besides the shooting, you must master the fight with light combat mechanic to not be devoured by the darkness. In his childhood, Alan was afraid of the dark, so his mother gave him an old light switch called the clicker. Whenever fear came up in him, he could conquer it with the help of the light. So this technique catches up with you in the fight against the monsters. New to the series? Then you should definitely play the remastered edition first. A perfect way to pass the time until Alan Wake 2 that's coming for PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC. Now the sequel keeps us in suspense with a new gameplay reveal trailer. We get a brief but impressive glimpse into some areas such as an incredibly detailed, realistic looking coastal city with cloudy skies. And of course, many nasty monsters are also back in town to make sure to scare the hell out of you.
Stop screaming! Stop!
But the trailer also reveals a big new gameplay feature. In Alan Wake 2, you can now play two characters, Alan and an FBI agent named Sega Anderson, who gets to the bottom of ritual murders in Bright Falls. Moreover, Remedy promises that you can play through the story of both in any order you want, allowing you to experience the horror in various fashions. Unfortunately, the game will not be released for PS4 and Xbox One because Remedy Entertainment does not want to limit the performance of their game. Remedy's communications director, Thomas Puha, wants to leverage the visuals properly, making the title the best-looking game in 2023. This is a daring and exciting thesis due to upcoming blockbusters like Spider-Man 2. But there is one thing that especially triggered us. The trailer shows an FBI agent who reminds us of a well-known game character, Max Payne. And there's some truth to it. Remedy developed Max Payne and Max Payne 2 before selling the franchise to Rockstar, and it's no coincidence that he has the same Max Payne voice actor. So the agent, at least symbolically, embodies this character and delivers a tribute to the popular franchise. With a thrilling story in mind, Alan Wake 2 promises to be a nerve-wracking action horror, which has a great chance of surpassing itself once again in terms of staging. We remain curious and keep an eye on the light switch release date on October 17th. Thanks for watching. What do you think and expect of the sequel? Leave us a comment, and if you like or dislike this video, show it with your thumb. To get more content updates, check out our website yourgames.tv and follow us on Twitter @yourgtv. Expect more videos soon. See you in the next one, ballers.